Yes, and it's been very much missed, and we've already seen members of the government tweeting their pictures sitting in terraces. We had one from Bruno Le Maire sitting there reading his newspaper in the terraces. They just reopened today. Restaurants, cafes reopening, as well as cinemas, theaters, museums, all these venues that have been shut since the second lockdown, so since the end of October, they haven't reopened at all, and they're just reopening today, as well as non-essential shops that have been closed since the middle of March. And look, it's really important. There's still a lot of limit. It's a small reopenings. It's a first step. There will still be a curfew in place. It will be moved from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So the number of dinners, for example, being served will be limited. And that's why some restaurants actually have said, because it's so limited, there's only 50% capacity in terraces allowed, that some of them have decided to not reopen. But it is a first step. Cinemas and theaters will be at 35% capacity, but this is a first step. The next step will be June 9th, where indoor dining will also be reopening with limited capacity. And the final date will be June 30th, where all restrictions, or most restrictions, will be lifted. And look, this is possible because the vaccination rollout had been slow to begin with, is picking up pace. You have about a third of all adults now have received at least one dose, and it's going faster because now since last week, all adults can book an appointment when there's one available in the next 24 hours, and a lot of younger people have picked up some of these appointments. And these hospitality and leisure industries have been showered with money and support for the past 6 months because they've been shut for so much for the past year. That's really pushed the French debt much higher at 115% of GDP, where the government hopes that this will allow for a quick rebound of the economy. The French economy is forecast to rebound by 5.8% this year, according to the European Commission, after being down 8% last year. So a huge amount at stake here for the reopening of the economy ahead of the summer season, whether there can be a return of tourism. And of course, we are less than 1 year before the next presidential elections. A lot of stake as well here for President Macron, how well this goes. Maybe third time lucky with his third easing of restriction and third lockdown. But it's a small taste of return to normality, but surely a very important and much needed one, guys.